the recording. Michael Huggins is going to be our instructor today. Most of you know Michael. If you're new to our program, we want you to, cleaning up stuff here. If you're new to our program, I'll tell you a little bit about Michael. He started out pedaling his bicycle to Jiffy Lube and then to a second job at Sears Automotive. He had school loans to pay down. He had other things. He was living in his girlfriend's mother's basement. Yet when he found this opportunity, he put the oil rags aside and built on his real estate investing, built his business. He took it seriously. He improved himself, and he has gone from those oil rags to riches. He is now someone that travels the country trying to help us, trying to build us up, help us learn how to do the business. He shows us the things that work. He is not going to waste time with things that don't work. Michael doesn't waste his time with things that don't work. At the beginning of this call today, I played the song "On Top of the World" by Imagine Dragons, I believe it is. And there's a line from that song that reminds me of Michael. That's why I played it today. It says, "I'm on top of the world, and I'm taking you with me if I can." Michael, good morning. We're glad to have you with us. Excited to hear what you've got for us.
Right on, Ron. Good morning, and good morning, everyone. Renatus Nation, thanks for tuning in. We are on Wealth Wednesday. It's a beautiful day. I want to remind you guys real quick to continue to invite the people to your new people to these morning webinars. I know we've grown by more than 37 people in the last 30 days, so be sure to share this. Don't keep this a secret. The easiest way to get someone onto these and leverage the technology that we have is to have them start a new text, and text the word elevate. Now hold on, wait for the instructions. Text elevate for local Utah events. Text the word elevate to 41411. If they're not local to Utah, then you're going to have them text exponential to 41411, and that is for local Colorado events. If you are here listening and you are not in Utah or Colorado, then you're going to text extreme plus 41411, and that's to get national links, calls, info. Okie dokie. So we all have new people that have joined. Please send this info to them, and then you don't have to tell them every day. Ron or me or Nick or someone else will text them for you. You just got to get them to do this, this, and this. Okie dokie. Let's stay in touch. Let's stay in communication. I see the Extreme Plus one go up. We now have more than 670 people on the Extreme Plus list. So there's definitely more people to be adding to what we're doing here in the mornings. Good morning, Michelle. Thanks for joining us. Okay. So take a screenshot of that, and then every time you add a new team member, every time they're, even if they just become an IMA, if they're an IMA in Utah, you add them to this one and to this one. If they're an IMA in Denver, you add them to this one and this one. And if they're an IMA anywhere else, then add them to this one. And we'll continue to grow. Okay, information changes situations. Too many times people are like, well, I didn't know. And it's because they didn't get connected. So let's make sure they know. All right, clear that. Next. Okay, so I want to let you know I am working on a few prospects that I met about 2 weeks ago. And I'm pushing them through the system. I'm getting them to events. I'm actually working with like 6 prospects right now. And I got a crazy weekend. So I got a crazy week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, so I had these people. Most of them attended the Thursday meeting. And they loved it. They're like, oh, this is incredible. I love this. I want more. And I went, great. Come back tomorrow. And most of them went, oh, I can't. Sorry, I got a busy week. I'll come back next Thursday. Good. So they come around, and now they're back here. And they came last Thursday. And now here we are on Wednesday, right? So some people have been to the follow-up on Thursday already. So more guys are coming to the Thursday follow-up. And so I'm sitting here thinking like, okay, what am I going to talk about this morning? And part of me was like, man, I got these people to call. Let's talk about the people I'm going to call. So a few of them are warm market and a few of them are cold market. I just met them at a workshop, which, by the way, congrats to Carmen Cordova. She went to a workshop last weekend. Had someone come on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and they bought their combo on a Monday. This is how the game works, guys. Okay, so I'm sitting here going, okay, how am I going to get these people to the next thing and the next and the next? Well, I'll tell you, this is exactly what I went through in my mind, and then I realized I should share that with everyone here. So good job jumping on. Everyone else is missing out. They're justifying. They're missing it. You guys are here, so let's jump into it. What I'm going to do with these people is I'm going to call them, and I'm going to do something in my mind. I'm going to make sure that 3 things happen when I call them. 1, that I am enthusiastic as hell. That I am going to meet and exceed their energy and their excitement levels. Because remember, when they came on Thursday, they loved it. So great job, team. Thank you for making that happen. Be the same in Vegas. If they came on a Wednesday, they're going to love it, right? I'll see you guys tonight for our Wealth Wednesday epic in Vegas. Okay, so I'm going to call these people. I'm going to be enthusiastic as hell. I'm going to be sharp as a tack, right? And I'm going to be a person of authority. I know some of you guys are thinking, man, I wish I was a person of authority. So let's take a quick second and talk about this just for a moment. Here's what I want you to do to become a person of authority. I want you to, 1, change your mind. Okay, change your mind. You are absolutely a person of authority. If you've already gone through the Thursday meeting and now you've been to a Friday, you've been to a Super Saturday, and now you're an IMA, you've enrolled, even at just the IMA level, you are a person of authority. You now have a business center. You get it. So change your mind. You are a person of authority. Second thing is change your label. Change your label. What are you labeling yourself right now? Are you labeling yourself as a newbie? Say, oh, I'm too new. I don't know how to do this. No, you are a CEO. So change your label. Excuse me. Woo! Ooh, I feel like $1,000,000. Okay. Change your label on Facebook. Change your label on LinkedIn. Change your label on your business cards. Change your label on your email greeting or your email signature to where everything either says CEO or maybe it says president or maybe it says founder. Maybe it says owner. Okay, maybe it says vice president. Right? If you have a wife, maybe you're the vice president. Haha, that was a joke. Anyone could be vice president. Okay. Whatever it is, change your label. What are you? You're the visionary, right? Get some new business cards, right? Vistaprint, freaking free 500 cards at Vistaprint if you just pay for shipping. Vistaprint, free 500 cards. Now, You just start spreading that authority that you have, okay? So I'm telling you right now, some of you are sitting there going, oh, that's a good idea. I should probably do that. Yeah, I'm telling you, like, do it now. Like, we're gonna end this webinar in a few minutes. You're gonna get on Vistaprint. You're gonna spend 15 minutes, and you're gonna bang it out. You're gonna get these cards on the way. Okay? Don't sit there and think, oh, that's a good idea, and then not do it. Wouldn't that mean it's a bad idea if you're not gonna do it? Okay, so just do it. Don't justify. Don't blame. And say, well, I have all these other cards I never passed out. I don't care. They probably sucked. Get new ones. Okay. So let's go back to these people. When I call them, and I'm going to be so freaking enthusiastic with them. Here's why. You know why I can be so excited for these brand new people? Even though I know there's going to be some tension coming up because I'm going to have to ask them to buy, right? We'll create some tension with that. I'm still going to be more excited about them than fearful of the tension that will be created. Why am I so excited? Why am I so excited? Because we have the dual income opportunity. Okay, these people are just average Americans. They're just regular people. They love their families. They have goals. They have dreams. They have ambitions. They have fears, right? So I understand that. They have goals, dreams, and fears. So I get that. So when I'm talking to them, I'm keeping that in mind. Yes, I get it. You have goals, you have dreams, you have fears. Okay, we're going to pause right here. I'm going to answer a question. Someone typed in a question. Adrian Williams, what are the business cards supposed to say? Now, we could spend all day on this. Simply put, Adrian, I don't care what they say. I just want to make sure that you are labeling you correctly. If you want to have them more marketing oriented, then you could say things like, you have unlimited potential. Let's untap it. Call me for a free chat or whatever. Like it really doesn't matter, Adrian. What do you want to do with your real estate? You know, we solve real estate problems. Call me if you are experiencing foreclosure, bankruptcy, divorce, you know, job loss, relocation, probate. Call me. I can help. You need to sell. You need to buy. Whatever. I was thinking of. And it's just my personality, but I was thinking of cards that say do better on one side. Right? Just says do better on one side, then on the other side it says call me and then my name and my phone number. Right? Just I don't know how it's gonna go. But I'm gonna pass them out and see what I get. So the cards can say anything. I want them to be a pattern interrupt. Okay. If anything, Adrian, don't be generic with it. Interrupt people's patterns, right? Their pattern is to take a card, nod and smile, and stuff in their pocket without reading it. So if you put something on there that says, why are you still poor? It's America. And then you give them that card, they're going to be like, what in the world? Be like, yeah. Have you ever thought about that? Why you're poor in America? Okay, just something to think about. Get new cards. Experiment with them. Don't be generic. Taylor, I don't remember the promo code. I just remember seeing an ad come through that's saying click here for your free cards. So if you find the promo code, put it in here, but I just found it wandering. Okay, so I'm going to clear some of this out. Okay, when I go talk to these people, I'm going to call them up, right? There's Brady and Garrett and Leah and Donna and Kylie and Walter. There's a bunch of people I have to talk to. I'm excited about this. So when I call them, I'm going to invite them. You know what I'm inviting them to? I'm inviting them to this Saturday, right? We got our November 4th intensive at corporate. And here we are today on Wednesday. So I'm going to invite them back to this. I'm going to invite them to this, and I'm going to invite them to this. There's no way they're going to be busy all 3 days in a row. Okay? And I'm going to ask them while I'm on the phone about their goals, their dreams, and their fears, just to show them that these are other things I'm concerned about. I'm not just concerned about my $10,000 check. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, maybe 2 minutes. Okay? Maybe 2 minutes, and then I'm going to use a technique called feel, felt, found on all 6 of them. Feel, felt, found. I know how you feel. I felt the same way. Here's what I found. I know how you feel. I felt the same way. Here's what I found. Or if I don't know how they feel, but maybe I know that that's how Lonnie felt, and say, oh yeah, I know how you feel. Lonnie was telling me she felt the same way, but what she found was she could make 6 figures from her laptop in less than 6 months. So get over it. I know how you feel. Shelly felt the same way, and what she found was she was sick of being paid peanuts, and now she's doing 5 fix and flips. Right? Feel, felt, found. Spend another minute on that. Okay. Then I'm going to book to the next meeting. Then it's time to get a commitment. Get a commitment. Now, for some reason, they're not interested in coming to one of these, then I will get a one-on-one set where I could do it on a webinar. Now, I way prefer them to come to a live thing, but remember, I'm going to Vegas this day. This is just my schedule. This is my thought process. So I feel like if I share it with you guys, maybe you'll figure out how to continue to contact your people. So I'm in Vegas Wednesday night. Then I'm back in Salt Lake City for our Thursday night meeting. But then Friday morning, I'm on a plane and I'm going to Hawaii. So I won't be here for the intensive, but what I will be able to do is look at the registration. I'm going to live stream it from Hawaii while I'm there. I'm going to look at the registration, and then afterwards, I'm going to call them, right? I'm going to call them on the phone, and I'm going to ask for the order. Ask for the order. Okay, please stop drawing on my screen. Thank you. One of these days, you'll have the screen, and you can draw. Okay. So this is what I'm looking at. I'm going, okay, how am I going to get these 6 people through this funnel all while I'm traveling, right? I got 1, 2, 3, 4 flights to be on. This is going to be nuts. How am I still going to do that while having fun and hitting my other goals, right? Still got to read a book this week. Still got to watch a class. Still got to work out. How am I going to fit all this in with these 6 new people? Now, these 6 people have already come through the funnel. So now we're doing 2nd, 3rd, and 4th exposures with these people. This week, I still got my first exposures coming to this Thursday. This is called keeping your pipeline full. Okay, so I'm going to call these people. I'm going to be enthusiastic as hell. Hey, guys, how's it going? How was your week? I'm going to nonchalantly brag about going to Hawaii this week. Hey, sorry, can't meet up with you in person. I'll be in tropical paradise. I know how inconvenient that is. But here's what we can do. Saturday or Sunday, we could get on a webinar. Okay. I'm saying that same thing about Vegas tonight. There's some people that wanted to meet tonight. Oh, sorry, I can't do it tonight. I'm actually going to Vegas for a night. It'll be a ton of fun. Just do a quick 2-hour meeting, write the whole trip off. And they're like, what? Yep, write it off. But what I have to do is I took notes. Did you guys take notes on your people? I took notes on all of these people, and some of them have big, huge, audacious goals, and some of them just want to pay off their house. Okay, so I'm going to review my notes, call them, and I'm going to ask them for the order, and I don't care where they start. Most of them will start at the combo because they have the money. But one of the guys I'm talking to, his take-home pay is $17,000 for the year. And I got to find him the combo. All I'm going to do is I'm going to put him in to get funded. Okay. Now, one of the guys is not my warm market. I was introduced by him through someone else. So I'm already prepared for a conversation. So here's what I see is going to go down. Okay, I'm going to erase this. I was talking to Shelly about this last night because she's got some great people in her pipeline too. Okay, so here's me, right? And here's the potentiality of one of my prospects. They could potentially be this guy, or they could potentially be this guy. Now this guy has no money. But he wants it and needs it. He wants the combo, he wants it, and he needs it. Okay? So you could potentially be that guy. Now there's the other customer that does have the money, right? But he doesn't want it. But I can spell, but doesn't want it. And still needs it. Still needs it, right? We still establish something that he still needs it. Then there's the other guy who's like, yeah, I don't need it. Okay, if he says I don't need it, he's too stupid to work with me. What do you mean you don't need it? You're paying too much in taxes. You don't have a retirement account. If you can't see that you need it, then you're too dumb. Next. Right? I'll still put them on the list. I'll call them in 6 months or a year. But don't work with those guys. Well, I don't need this. Okay, you're an idiot. But these two guys, most of the time, falls into these two guys or gals. These two mindsets. Okay, so here's what I say to them. So here's me. Right? I'm asking for the order. All right, so you guys went through it, right? You guys, right? You went to the meeting. Right, you went to the first exposure, you went to the next exposure, right? You did the follow-up, great. Now it's time for you to buy. Let's have an order entry party. Let's get you signed up. Let's hit your goals. Let's smash your fears, right? Let's get this thing going. Now, the first potential rebuttal is going to be like, well, I definitely want it, but I don't have the money. And I'm going to say something like, no, duh. I'm going to be like, duh, I know this. Duh. I know that you want this. It's because you don't have money. That's why real estate and Renatus are so awesome. Now, I'm not going to say duh, but in my mindset, I'm going to be like, well, yeah. Just because you don't have money doesn't mean you shouldn't enroll. Right? This is the no money is now your reason to buy. Right? People bring up that I don't have money as a reason to not buy. But I flip it on them. So, you don't have money? Well, there's nothing else to talk about. This is the exact reason to buy. You are here in America as an adult, right? In the land of the free because of the brave. And you don't have any money? Shit, get into Renatus. This is the exact reason to buy. I know how you feel. I felt the same way. And what I found was Renatus fixed my money problems. Renatus gave me a way to make money doing real estate and doing the marketing. So I have to reframe this challenge that they're having where they're like, well, I can't because I have no money. I don't have the money. That's the reason to buy. Does this make sense, guys? This is what I'm talking to them about. That's the reason to buy. And then they go, oh, okay. How am I going to sign up? Right? And then we'll go through, get funded online, life insurance, retirement accounts, UGA. We'll find the money. Doesn't matter where you start. It matters that you start. Okay? Now, okay, so you guys see what I'm talking about with this guy? How we would answer him. I don't have the money, but I want it. Okay, great. That's your reason to buy, is that you don't have money. It's not your reason to run away. Now, the next guy. Well, I have the money. I was just coming to look. I don't really think I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I don't think I got the money. I'm fine. Oh, so me over here. Oh, okay. You have the money. So, so, so if 20,000 is no big deal, right? You're calling it no big deal. Then great. Sign up. If it's no big deal, that's what I'm saying to them. Oh, okay, so if you have the money, then sign up. We'll double it, triple it, quadruple it. No big deal. Sign up. Let's go. And you say it that way. Oh, cool. You got the money? No big deal. Let's go. You're getting a combo. And then do you know what will happen? This person, half of the time, this person will then all of a sudden pull off the mask and be like, oh, well, actually, I don't have the money. In which case I say, duh, you now have the reason to buy. You don't have the money. Let's get in. This is why Renatus exists. Renatus exists because most people don't have money and they want to. That's the whole purpose of our company, is to pull people out of poverty. So if you don't have the money, great. We'll find a way to get in. If you do have the money, great. You're still paying too much in taxes. You're still not set up correctly. You don't have passive income. You don't have the cash flow. You're not protected. So you still need it. And then half the time, those people that say no big deal really don't have money. Don't make fun of them. Don't laugh at them when they come back and say, actually, I don't have the money. Just say, hey, we're still here to help. It's all good. Now, for those guys that do have the money and they still are like, nah, you say, look, here's the thing. Do you see the value working with our group? Yes. Okay. You want to do more real estate? Yes. Okay, you know that you could make a $20,000 mistake, right? Lose it all, right? You know that, right? Yes. Okay, so since you're already going to do real estate, whether you have my training or not, don't be an idiot. Don't make a $20,000 mistake or 50 or 100. Sign up, get educated, and make your money back on your first deal. You're going to go do real estate anyway. And if you have 20 grand, no big deal. Now, some of them they don't want to touch their money. Great. Go to Get Funded Online. And let's put your order in now. Okay, now remember what I was talking about yesterday on the impact. We're talking about the language that you use. Okay, here you are. Right, you're talking to your customer. Here's where we have the OEP and we sign them up. And if you're using this language and you're talking, and the OEP event makes it sound like it's the last step, they're not going to want to do it because they're feeling like the relationship will be over, right? Like the guidance, the hand-holding, the attention, it's all going to go away if the language you're using makes it sound like the last step, right? We got to make the OEP sound like the first step, and we keep talking, well, once we get this thing out of the way, because this is really your first step, then we can go on to setting up your LLC, funding your retirement account, analyzing your deals. Make it sound like the first step, not the last step. Okay, so I've kept it simple for you guys. Looks like we got a question. What do we got here? For the intensive, if we have someone who cannot stay all day, would you consider giving a pass for a couple of hours as we do for live classes? No. Sorry, Wanda. Won't work like that. They're going to receive more than $50 in value in half an hour. So even if they come for an hour, they're going to get double the value they paid for. Okay? Have them attend. It'll absolutely be worth it. Have them, be present, stay focused. Okay. So we talked about some function stuff. I'm going to talk about one more thing real quick. All right. So here, clear this. Clear. Okay. Last thing I want to talk about is called it's called cognitive dissonance. I might be spelling that wrong. Someone look it up and let me know. Cognitive dissonance. We could fall into this potential trap. All of us. It doesn't matter how much personal development you've done, how many deals you close. It doesn't matter if you're the prime minister, the king, the president, the freaking genius. None of that. Doesn't matter. Cognitive dissonance is a potential trap that we'll have just because we are human. Cognitive dissonance. Boom. Thanks, Taylor. All right, so cognitive dissonance. Simply put, because this is a trap that you must all be aware of. I'm going to help you avoid this trap. Our cognitive dissonance is when we, as a powerful human being with a powerful brain, we have made up a decision. Ooh, that is the best brain I've ever drawn. Okay? We have a mindset, or we've made a decision, or we have a conclusion. We've drawn a conclusion around some information. Okay? And we now have a perspective, a mindset. Perspective. Okay. So this is what happens. We get this perspective, mindset, information. We're now set with this information. Okay? And then all of a sudden, new information arises. And our brain now has to process this new information. Now, the challenge with this new information is that it is conflicting. It is conflicting with the old information that we previously had, the conclusion we've drawn. This is now conflicting with what we thought to be as maybe over here what we would call truth, right? This truth in our mind, or more accurately, let's not call it truth. More accurately would be a belief, right? We could believe false things, we could believe true things, but it's still going to be a belief. So we have this conflicting information against a belief that we've already made up our mind. We've already made this up. So here's the opportunity to excel past every other human being and be part of the 1%. Okay? When this conflicting information shows up in your world, it's going to show up. Now you are going to look like an idiot. You're going to look like an idiot. You're going to look dumb. Okay? Because you believed something that wasn't true, because we now have conflicting information. So do you know what our brain does to protect itself? Because it doesn't want to feel like an idiot. It will, not you, but the brain will block the new information. It'll say, nah, I don't need this shit. I don't need you. I'm good. I already made up my mind. I've already made a conclusion. I don't need this. But if this is accurate and conflicting information, it's still important to have because it's accurate. Who cares if it's conflicting? Only our ego. Our ego does this. Our ego puts up the block. It says, hell no. I'm not going to have this conflicting information. I've already made up my mind. But if it's accurate, doesn't accuracy trump conflict? Doesn't the accurate information mean more than looking right? This is the brain continuing to look right. Oh, I'm right with this. I've already made a conclusion. I've already made my decision. Okay, so the accuracy trumps being right. We all agree with that, yes? So if the brain rejects this information and keeps this block, then this is where you experience cognitive dissonance. Oh man, highlighter. This is the cognitive dissonance experience, is blocking this information right here. Okay, doing that is cognitive dissonance. Now this is the challenge, because it doesn't matter what life experiences, education, anything that you've gone through before, our ego is still an asshole. It's still going to put up this wall. It's still going to try to block this information on a daily basis. Okay? So one of the reasons I feel like I was able to improve and excel and double my income year after year after year is because I'm looking for where I am wrong. And I'm constantly asking for new information. I'm constantly going after new information because I know the ego is going to try to trick me and do this and make this block. I don't want that. So I'm looking for, where have I been wrong? And that is a weird feeling. The ego hates it. It's a weird feeling. Where have I been wrong? Where have I been wrong? And so what I'll do, if that's the case, I found out that I was wrong somewhere, I just get out of here. I don't need a blockage. I want this new information. I want the new information. Put it in, change my mind. Okay, now I have a changed mind. Okay, new information, get in there. And now I have a changed mindset. And I don't care about my ego. My ego, most of us, before understanding something like this, our ego could sometimes be the loudest voice in our head. And it would say, you're such an idiot. How dare you? We were wrong. We were wrong. We were wrong. And it'll make you feel sad about being wrong. But for me, I reassociated that wrong feeling to just being like, great. Thank God I have it right now because I got this new accurate information and I stopped caring about being wrong. Okay? It is so easy to be wrong. Why fight it? Right? We are flawed from the beginning because of our ego. So today you might have new conflicting information that shows up in your world. And what Jim Rohn told me to do was, when I receive this new information, it comes in and it's conflicting, all I have to say is, isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? That is crazy that that's actually the case, because my brain told me that it was this the whole time. Isn't that interesting? Right? So in my mind, I will delete the old information and take this new, accurate information, regardless if it's conflicting, because I'll delete the old, put in the new, and start operating from there. And then guess what? Tomorrow I might find out that was wrong, or the next week I'll find out that was wrong. And I'll continue this cycle, and I will at all costs do my best to avoid cognitive dissonance. Right? Like, cognitive dissonance is rampant in human society. We know smoking cigarettes are bad for you. Intellectually, we know that. That is conflicting information. But our ego told us, no, smoking is actually good for us. It relieves our stress. There's social aspects to it. I look like a badass, which makes me feel good. So it conflicts with what we've decided. Okay, same thing with health food, with making money, with relationships. We have all this bad information, and we've made up a belief around it. So as you continue to read books, you continue to hang out with new people, take classes, you're going to confront the bad information you have in your mind, and you're going to either decide to reject it, you're going to let the ego block it and reject that information, or you're going to say, ain't nothing to it. Come on in, new information. I'm a new person. Okay, so I'm going to tell you right now, come to every Super Saturday. You need to come to every Super Saturday. If you think, nah, I got it, I figured it out, then you are putting up that block, because we have new information for you. Come to every Super Saturday. Stay coachable. Stay teachable. Out with the old, in with the new. Sometimes on a daily basis. We've got to avoid cognitive dissonance. So sometimes our guests will do that. We'll be like, hey, look, you start a business, you get to work with us, you're going to pay less in taxes. Isn't that great? And we have new, accurate information to present them. And then they're going to go, nah, I don't want to be wrong. So I'll continue living with this bad information. So since we know our customers are having to do that, we have to overcome it with questions. Okay, questions are the answer. Use your questions. Questions are the answer. Use your questions to help them recognize they're rejecting accurate and new information, and teach them about cognitive dissonance, right? I was calling my mom last night. We were talking about this, and I said, I have this funny belief, this perspective in my mind. I got this funny belief that every time I read a physical book, right, I pick up a copy of a book, every time I do that, I fall asleep. And that was the story. That was the belief. I sleep when I read, right? That was the belief. And I was like, you know what? I don't like that belief, because I could have read way more books last year or next year if I let go of this belief. So I decided I'm going to put new information in here. It's going to go in, and I'm rephrasing this. And I don't get sleepy when I read anymore. I decided this last night. I'm not doing it. I'm not sleeping when I read. I get energized. Changed it. When I read, I am energized. Okay, and I'm going to stop this story around when I open up a book, I fall asleep in 5 minutes, because it's just a story that my ego was trying to say for years and years and years and years and years about being right. That's it. It is not founded in truth at all. It is just the ego trying to be right. So purposefully look for places you're wrong. Say, isn't that interesting? Put the new information in and change. This is a 1% skill. This is what the 1%ers do. They're constantly getting new information and changing out their old. They don't give a shit about their ego. It is the loudest voice in their head until you learn to meditate. So I know that was a little more technical than some of the things we've talked about before, but I know you guys can handle it. Cognitive dissonance. If you want to learn about cognitive dissonance, then go to the Audible, and you're going to get the book Black Box Thinking. Black Box Thinking. I want to give a shout out to Barry Berman from the Colorado team for recommending this book. Right, this guy's been engaged in accurate thinking and human potential training for the last 30 years. Okay, so I'll tell you even what happened in the moment when he is recommending this book to me. My ego went, what does he know? I make more money than him. I'm telling you, this is what my ego said. And I went, hey, buddy, we're not about being right. So shut up for a second. I'm telling my ego this, right? Because it's trying to be loud. I said, no, hold on. It's not about being right. Let's really think about this. I have a guy who's been studying human potential for 30 years, and he's giving me new information, right? This book, he's giving me new information on it. So within a week, I had that book listened to, read, and I went, oh, man, I see now why I was able to go from $25,000 a year to $50,000 a month, doubling my yearly income on a monthly basis. How did I do that? I had to constantly receive conflicting information and accept it. And accept it. That's the key, to accept conflicting information, out with the old and with the new. So, yeah, I appreciate that, Gary. Barry, thanks for the recommendation. Right? The subtitle of that book is called Why Some People Learn from Mistakes, but Most Don't. And it's because they put up that block. But go through the book. You'll love it. It's awesome. We must avoid cognitive dissonance at all costs. If new information conflicts our perspective, cool. Drop the old perspective, take on the new, and you will feel so powerful. You will feel like you have control of your life. Okay, that's what we got for Wealth Wednesday. Any questions before we jump out of here? Anything I can clarify? You can chat. You can come off of mute. I'm happy to answer your questions if you want to come off mute. Okay, Taylor found 50% off. So how much is it for 500 new cards with 50% off? $10. Holy guacamole. Okay, guys, get on it. Go get your new cards. Okay, don't be like, oh, my cards are good enough. No, they're not. Or you would be teaching this. Just saying. I love you all. Where can we get a recording for today's meetings? Great question. Where you're going to go is, I'm actually going to put the link in the chat. Hold on 1 second here. Every day we record these and we put them in the Team Google Drive account. Team Webby Google Drive list. Here we go. Copy. Come back into Zoom. Open up chat. Paste. Sal, it's right here. Paste. Boom. There's the list of everything. Okay, you can also find it if you go to the Google Drive account, log in. Oh, I erased it. Okay, the best way to learn something is to teach it. So go share this with people. Share this with your prospects. If they're like, no, I'm not going to sign up, be like, have you heard of cognitive dissonance? And just go for it. Okay, there's no such thing as losing the sale. It's a joke. It's a misconception, is losing the sale. You never had it. So go swing for the fences. Change your cards. Teach these people. Listen to the book. Thanks for tuning in, guys. You're awesome. We are all blessed and highly favored. We're getting close to the holiday season, so be thinking about how you could give Renatus as a gift, whatever. Sharing is caring. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. Okay, I'm going to go have some breakfast. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I love you, not in a weird way. Take care.